Welcome to the Shut Your Mouth Lounge, episode number 159. I'm Alex, and today I got with me Addy, who has already said his piece, Pink,
Hey.
and Soon.
Hey.
Alright. Ooh, I literally just woke up, so I'm a little bit out of it, and I'm sure you guys could probably notice that. Ooh. Pink, you got anything coming up on your YouTube channels?
No, probably not. I've not recorded anything this week, so nothing coming out of my end.
Addy.
How about you?
Nope, nothing.
Okay. On my channel, I have recorded another video of me talking about Warhammer 3. So that's gonna go up. And today I'm probably gonna be recording something with Mike and Soon. More than likely. Correct, Soon?
Yep.
In which case that
Ooh.
will also be going up on the channel. It will be fuck it, I'll just go ahead and say it. Stardew Valley.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's gonna be an interesting one, definitely. I don't know what role Mike's gonna fit into, because me and Soon already kind of have a structure for Stardew Valley. I farm, he does everything else.
It is it is like 4 people, right? Is the limit?
4 people is the limit, yes.
Okay, good.
It's gonna be weird trying to fit all 3 of our houses on one plot of land, though.
Yeah.
Especially if we go with the one that's got, like, rivers running through it, because then Mike's just gonna be, like, on an island or something.
So, yeah.
Do you all get individual houses?
Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to share?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, that's cool.
Unless you marry, I guess.
Yeah,
Why would any of you guys want to marry each other? You'll suck.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that any of us are going to marry each other.
And that's the extent of what's going up on my channel this week. Let's see what's going up on the group channel. On Monday, January 4th, Street Fighter V, Part 5.
Oh, that's like a lucky number or something.
Yeah, crazy, man. If only it was on January 5th.
Oh, he screwed that up.
On Friday, January 8th, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That is you versus Goku, right, Addy?
Yes, that was a 5-hour recording session, by the way.
I don't know how you do it. And on Saturday, January 9th, we try and fail to draw Zenyatta.
Alright,
so that's what the week looks like. Soon. What you been up to, man?
Well, I had Christmas, and then I had New Year's.
Alright, did you have a good Christmas and New Year's?
Yeah, Christmas was good. New Year's was not as good because my girlfriend was out of town, so I kind of just sat at home and ate some ramen.
Ew.
Hey, I love ramen, fuck you.
Yeah, ramen
No.
is great. Ramen is
No.
great. Ramen is great.
I hope you're at least talking like a fancy kind of ramen and not that nasty dollar store stuff.
I ordered in from a nice ramen place, and so like I had like actual ramen, not just like you know. I didn't just have cup ramen. I had
right.
I had like ramen with duck egg and pork slices with like crunchy
I've never had
chicken.
I've never had the cup ramen, but I have definitely had the little ramen that you get in a little package. It comes with a packet of the like chicken.
That is cup ramen.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't come in a cup.
It literally isn't like the name of it. Literally cup something.
No. At least not here on the East Coast.
No, there's cup ramen that does the thing all around the world, but the other one is a beef one.
It's called cup noodles. That's literally what it's called. Cup noodles.
I almost certainly have a package downstairs, and I could look down there and say it's not cup noodles. In which case, we've got like the discount brand that's below the discount brand. There is a very distinct chance. But I can tell you,
Copies are brand. Copies are brand. The other big brand that I know is Wifon, that makes those.
I don't think it's that
brand,
either.
Is it Maruchan?
Maruchan, yes, Maruchan.
Maruchan. Yeah, Maruchan is a big one too.
Yeah, Maruchan is the variety of ramen that we've always got in this household.
But this is the one that I'm most familiar with.
I've never actually tried it. I've never tried it, but I do remember the fucking mascot showing up to UFC wearing a giant cup noodle outfit.
What?
It was probably Japanese MMA, not UFC MMA, but still, yeah, they had a guy come out dressed as a giant cup of noodles just walking around.
He was fighting.
That would be better.
For all noodle kind.
I would have watched that.
I think the mascot outfit would give him unfair protection, but okay.
It would also give him an unfair disadvantage.
True.
In the sense that, like, it's bulky and he can't really move very well in it.
It'd make it very easy to suplex him, that's for certain.
Did he have little armholes, or is he completely inhibited in his arm movement?
I mean, I'm imagining this whole thing like the actual ramen is the hair. There's like 2 eye holes cut around the U, and otherwise it's just like a white jumpsuit poking out.
Oh no! It was like it had the lid on, and it was just a dude in a giant cup of noodles with his legs coming out. But I don't remember if he got. I don't remember if he got to keep his arms or if they were stuck in there too. That'd be funnier, honestly. He could only
by running forward and headbutting.
Yeah, he just has to do like belly bumps.
Yeah.
The cup noodle mascot is portrayed by Bill Goldberg.
He has to fight like every lazy boss fight design ever.
Yeah.
The MMA fighters have to get out of the way so that he headbutts walls and gets dizzy temporarily. Alright. So, have you got anything else to particularly remark upon for Christmas and New Year's?
Well, I got a what did I get? I got a piano keyboard.
Ooh, alright. Have you ever played the piano before?
No, I haven't, so I'm learning.
It's easy. You can do it.
What were you saying, Pink?
I was saying it was easy and you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, no, I was actually telling my girlfriend that I wanted to learn an instrument, so she got me a piano keyboard.
Alright.
And
she should have gone for the saxophone. Nobody can resist the saxophone.
She should have gone with the sexiest instrument of them all, the hurdy-gurdy.
What the fuck is the hurdy-gurdy? You have to send a picture. You have to put a picture on Discord now.
You don't know what a hurdy-gurdy is?
No, I don't know what a hurdy-gurdy is.
Okay, give me a sec. I'll freaking find a picture real quick.
I think I know what the hurdy-gurdy is, but I don't want to say it for fear of spoiling it for soon.
Yeah, you two have seen the hurdy-gurdy because I keep talking about it because it's the weirdest freaking instrument. It's not a weird instrument in the design, it's a weird instrument in name. So I keep bringing it up.
I don't know. Everything about it is weird.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't like it.
Was it not the instrument in Sea of Thieves?
It is.
Oh, okay. So I do know what it is.
I know I have heard of the hurdy-gurdy. That's right, I have. Because it's actually used really commonly in film music. It's used in the Witcher theme, for example.
Yeah, I definitely remember hearing about that. Yes.
Why the hell is Google taking so long?
So yeah, no, I am familiar with it.
All right.
So, what do you think of the piano so far?
I mean, it's hard, but I'm I'm learning slowly. I can do a little bit of the sound of silence.
That's cool.
Can you do chopsticks yet?
Can I? No, I can't do chopsticks. What?
It's a piano. You don't use chopsticks with
yeah.
piano.
You do it with just like 2 fingers. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I can't do that, or I haven't tried to.
Yeah, chopsticks is a beginner piano piece that you learn to get more used to the way the keys are. From what I remember.
Yeah. No, I haven't really done many of the beginner piano keys. I did. I know
Definitely did not do that. This is the first I've heard of chopsticks.
Yeah, I also learned a little bit of Ode to Joy, so that's good.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been fun learning.
Okay.
It's been fun learning. What's up?
Oh no, it usually is fun learning as long as you can like get over yourself, you know?
Yeah. And What's up?
I need to brush off my recorder. I haven't played that thing since kindergarten.
I was telling Addie that we could make the Form of Solitude band because Addie got an electric guitar.
Right, guitar, piano. I play a mean triangle. Alex, he's sung before. He can be our vocalist. We're good. We're set.
We're all the vocalists. Davia learns to do the drums at the same time because that's the
well,
combination of your ears.
I do actually own an instrument.
Oh, what instrument?
A harmonica.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, baby.
This will be the most synergized band ever. A harmonica, an electric guitar, a piano, and a recorder.
We'll make a new age jazz group.
It'll be the greatest thing ever. Humanity will never be the same.
They were not prepared.
Nothing could prepare them for this.
But yeah, for Christmas we also cooked.
Boy, I have not busted that out
really
in fucking years.
What's that?
I said, boy, I have not busted that out in fucking years.
The harmonica?
Yeah. Oh, the Discord is okay. That's actually getting picked up by the mic, but you guys aren't hearing it because Discord is filtering it out as just noise.
Nice.
What is it? Oh, you're doing. Oh, the harmonica.
Yeah, I actually got the harmonica out and just blew on it a little bit. But it's gonna be on recording, but you guys didn't hear it. So, if anyone listens,
now I have to listen to this back.
Yeah, no one's gonna react to it.
You know what you need to do. You need to get real close to the microphone and start playing Raining Blood on it.
As if I can remember the fucking rhythm to Raining Blood. Alright. Anything else you get for Christmas?
Yeah,
so
what were you making before that? You said you were making something for dinner.
Yeah, so I was, we made, like, French toast casserole for breakfast.
What the hell?
Yeah,
I've heard of French toast and casserole. I don't know that I've ever heard of the two combined.
Yeah, so we just, like, tore up some brioche. Then we put, like, 12 eggs in it. We covered it with eggs and had them soaking in the pan. And then we added some cream cheese and maple syrup. And then we just put that in the oven. And it came out like a casserole.
That is peculiar.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good. And then for dinner, we, like, made these pizza balls with, like, we just rolled up some mozzarella and pizza dough and cooked them with a bunch of seasoning, and that turned out really well. And then we also had, like, this Middle Eastern dish that's like lamb meatballs and couscous and a bunch of peppers, and that was really good. And then we also made homemade mashed potatoes. So yeah, the Christmas dinner was really good.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Lamb is fantastic. I've not had in years, though. I'm sad now.
You haven't had what?
I've not had lamb in years.
Oh yeah, lamb is amazing. It's great.
Yeah.
It's also expensive.
Absolutely.
Just all of the good meats are expensive. Oh, except for chicken. But like duck and lamb are both great, and they're both very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually never tried either.
Oh, you poor soul.
You should. I need
Absolutely.
to have some. I haven't had frog legs in forever. Those are amazing, by the way.
I've never had frog legs.
If you ever get a chance to have frog legs, you should definitely try them. They're a lot better than you would think you would get from a frog.
Right.
It's also
just hey, there's a slimy creature that lives in the river. Let's eat its legs and see how that tastes.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't imagine that would be very good.
You would think that it would be like, like a scavenger type taste, like scavenger animals taste disgusting when you eat them.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it tastes really good actually.
You said scavenger. I was figuring more like you were gonna say like, oh, this is the kind of food that only French peasants would eat, but no, it went in a different direction.
Yeah, no, like possum and raccoon. Those both apparently taste disgusting. They taste like garbage. Because
I've never tried
garbage, so
I've never tried those, but I've had family who did. So,
oh man,
yeah, I think I've mentioned to you before that I had an uncle who pretty well was the character Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation. Yeah, you remember the
you didn't tell us, but you definitely mentioned it while you were playing the forest with Mike.
Oh, I did. Oh, I'm getting it mixed up. I'm getting it all mixed up. But yeah, I had an uncle who was pretty well just Cousin Eddie in real life. And you remember that scene where there's a squirrel running around the house, and Clark asks, "Where's Eddie? He eats these damn things." And Cousin Eddie's wife pops into frame and say, "Not since last year, Clark. He found out they're high in cholesterol." Anything else soon?
And then, yeah, my girlfriend also got me Cyberpunk. I haven't had a chance to play it yet because it only just got delivered 2 days ago, and my computer's been acting up.
Oh.
So I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I might wait on that a little bit till they start patching it some.
Yeah.
Because,
it's supposed to run just a bit better on PCs, though, right?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know how much better, but probably not as bad as consoles.
Like, a lot better.
All right.
But I'm not going to play it until, I guess for sure until I clean my GPU, because it's covered in dust, and that's been causing blue screens for me. I took a can of compressed air, but there's still some dust that was just like snagged on pieces and wasn't coming off, so.
I got a cousin who got high off that once.
Yeah, you told me whenever you told me the reason why you can't have a can of compressed air to clean your PC is because your parents don't want you to get high off of it like your cousin did.
Oh no, it's not that. It's dumber than that. They don't think I'll get high. They don't think I'll get high off it. No. It's that they don't want to support the companies that make the compressed air.
Okay.
And yes, I have told them they were not. It was not designed as a drug. So.
I love it.
Yeah.
Man,
soon if you...
Some people will get high off fucking anything.
Yeah.
What is it that you use to make toilet meth again? I forget.
Whatever's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Toilet meth sounds like the last kind of meth I would want to try.
Look, Pink, people drink toilet wine as well.
I'm not comfortable with this.
At least toilet
Leave
wine.
Toilets out of anything ingestible. If meth is ingestible, I don't know.
I'm sure they've tried. Just drink it directly from the bucket. Man, you walk into a house and you just see a guy drinking meth by the bucketful. What do?
Run.
Yeah, I believe that's like when the Trevor Rampage music from Grand Theft Auto 5 starts playing.
That's when the only thing they fear is you starts playing.
Yeah. You want to talk about raining blood playing? Oh boy. So, Soon, did you do anything else this Christmas other than make toilet meth?
No, not too much. So not really for Christmas. But I also got the games that you sent me.
Sweet.
And I've tried out each of them. So Gladius was weird as far as like Civ kind of games go.
Oh yeah, it's super weird.
Yeah. All of the, I guess, barbarians, I'll call them, those were very
strong.
I don't know, very, very strong. Yeah. And so, I don't know, it feels very hard to get started in the game, I guess.
You, generally speaking, want to try and keep track of where the tough barbs are. The thing is, there's only 1 or 2 types of barb that respawn. All the others never respawn. So you really want to keep track of where the super tough barbs are, like the Castellans. And just when you look
robots?
at the... Yes, the fucking robots. Oh, God.
Yeah, the robots. Like my second game, I ended up picking a fight with the robots, thinking that I would be able to beat them with my Tyranids, which, by the way, I bought the Tyranid expansion. The Tyranid DLC.
Yes, the Tyranids are very weird.
Yeah, they are. But I was trying to take on the Castellans with like a hero and like a bunch of my like Tyranid units, and I couldn't even kill one of them. And so they just ended up like destroying my entire army, and I after that I like rage quit the game.
Castellans are insane. I've never been able to bring one down successfully. The only time I've gotten one close was when I managed to get like 5 anti-tank units on it, and even then another Castellan appeared.
Oh yeah. There ended up being like 3 Castellans that ended up swarming me.
Now the weird thing is Castellans almost always have like rogue tech priests with them, and those tech priests, I think the tech priests do something important for the Castellans. And the tech priests are super weak. I've caught a couple tech priests in the wild and killed them, and I want to say they make something like the Castellans get weaker once their associated tech priest is killed. So that maybe that's it. But Barbs and Gladius are very weird. Barbs and Gladius are supposed to be the kind of first, like... Barbs are supposed to impose upon you trying to expand. And
right.
They're supposed to keep you apart from the other players, and it's once you kill the Barbs that you've proven you are ready to take on the other players, you know?
Right.
Which, of course, means that there's a whole meta there of, do you want to kill the Barbs and carve a path to the other player, or do you want to keep as many Barbs alive as possible to delay the other players from rushing you, and so on? Which, of course, varies depending on the faction you're playing and how much that given faction benefits from gaining more territory. Because the Tyranids want to take as much territory as possible because they just want to eat the planet.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Whereas the Space Marines are a little more like, no, you know what, I'm cool sitting here with my one city. Yeah, if you get to play Space Marines, they're actually a weird faction in that game, which is bizarre because ordinarily Space Marines in Warhammer are like the base faction, you know?
Right.
Like, I don't think there really is a base faction. Like, even
I think everyone is supposed to be weird in that game, but I feel like the orcs actually are the most like basic.
Yeah, that seems so.
I think the orcs are the most like the other kind of Civ type games in terms of how they play.
Yeah, they've kind of even got the Civ thing of, like, taking tiles that would be garbage otherwise and putting improvements on them to make them actually habitable.
Yeah.
Oh, and have you touched the Necrons yet?
No, I haven't. I've only played Tyranids and orcs so far.
Yeah, Space Marines and Necrons are both weird because they just ignore several, like, resource requirements. Anyways, did you get how was Mechanicus?
Mechanicus is weird. Very. I mean, it's legitimately one of the weirdest games I think I've ever played, as far as how it plays.
I've heard it's like XCOM but more consistent.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Like, so kind of in that it plays like XCOM, but no, not really. It's more like, so you know how in XCOM, I guess there's like units that can summon other units
Yeah.
that are enemies usually.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way that Mechanicus works is that, like, well, actually, no, let me cancel that. So basically, your hero, you have hero units, right? And then you have like minions, I guess.
Yeah.
And so, like, you have to keep your heroes alive, but your minions you can sacrifice. And like, if minions are hit, then that's actually good for you. Weirdly.
Huh?
So it's very weird, like I said. So the heroes operate on this mechanic where they have to analyze the battlefield, and that gives them extra points which they can expend to do extra actions on their turns. So like they get these points from like researching things that are on the map. And so you go, you research something, and then you can move a second. You basically get an entire extra second turn because of that. And so basically you have these heroes that can just do like 5 turns in one turn, basically, without the enemies being able to do anything. They gain points from researching, and then they also gain points whenever minions are hit. So, yeah, basically you have like super units that go around and do all of this stuff, and then you have these minions which are essentially there to die. It's a very, very weird game. I'm not sure what to think of it exactly.
I've heard that there is a certain tactical rhythm to it once you get used to it.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. It's just like when you get started, it's not like XCOM, and I expected it to be like XCOM but Warhammer, and it's nothing like XCOM, except for the general, you know, isometric tactical gameplay. But otherwise, every mechanical aspect is different inside of that genre. It's kind of like comparing, I guess, Endless Legend to Civilization 6. They're very, very different games, even though they have the same genre.
Okay, so it's one of the rare times where a Warhammer game isn't a complete ripoff of another game.
Right, exactly. To be fair, like, Gladius also kind of does that.
Oh yeah, all the best Warhammer games are not like complete ripoffs. They're still quite different in ways.
Right, they're just like within the genre of other games that are generally dominated by one game.
Yeah.
But they managed to like make a distinct they make themselves distinct even among those games.
Yeah, Dawn of War is very different from, say, StarCraft.
Yeah, yeah. Dawn of War is also very different from Dawn of War.
Yeah. And then Dawn of War is even more different from Dawn of War. It's crazy.
I'm confused.
Don't worry, I am too.
So basically, Pink, every single Dawn of War is a completely different game.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They're not even in the same genres.
Dawn of War 1 is a large-scale, classically styled RTS. Dawn of War 2 is a very small-scale tactical RTS where you go from controlling hundreds of dudes to controlling a dozen dudes. If that.
It's like a squad RTS.
And Dawn of War 3 is a MOBA for some reason.
Well, that's an interesting change.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
Got big.
That was me sliding on the on my really shitty chair.
I don't know why, but to me it sounded like you were doing a Richard Nixon impression.
What?
It sounded like you're doing like the little Richard Nixon. The old quivering jowls.
Sue's been Richard Nixon all along.
I should have known.
He's been hiding
not
there
dead.
since Watergate.
At least Mike will be happy.
All right. Anything else soon?
Yeah, I also played the orc. What's it called? The
Orc Must Die.
Oh, Orcs Must Die.
Orcs
Right.
Must Die 2. Yeah, I played Orcs Must Die 2, and that's a really fun game.
Oh yeah, just simple, straight to the point tower defense.
Yep. It's fun, you know. And then Steve also got me Call of Cthulhu. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I'm excited to.
All right.
Oh.
I've heard a
Which
lot
one
of
is it,
bad
man?
things about it. I heard that it's not that good, either as a Cthulhu game or even as a game in general. But
Which
I'm
Call of
still
Cthulhu is
interested
it?
to try it.
I might have played it.
What's up?
Which Call of Cthulhu is it? I might have played it.
What do you mean? Which Call of Cthulhu?
One
There's
came
like 30 video games.
Okay, there's two Call of Cthulhu games. One came out in 2003, one came out in like 2015.
The one that came out recently.
Okay.
Okay, then yeah, that's the one I played.
Okay.
It's janky. But it's okay. Like I'm not well versed in Lovecraft, so I don't know how it fares up as a Cthulhu game. As a video game in general, it's okay if you can look past the jank. Like I'd say it's about Sherlock Holmes level of jank.
Yeah. How's the story, I guess, is the real question.
It's okay. It drags on in parts, but it was alright. It's serviceable.
Hmm.
It's not accurate to the source until there's a plot revelation midway through where they're like, "Oh no, black people!"
Wait, they actually did that? Or are you joking?
No, I'm not joking. Lovecraft. One of the revelations in Call of Cthulhu is that the mysterious water. Okay, I'm not gonna say this. Mysterious water inwards have grabbed a sailor or something and scared him to death because it was he got touched by a black person. Lovecraft. Also, of course, Cthulhu started out as an idol of the inferior African tribes.
Wait, so this game actually did this?
No. I don't think the game did it. There's no way the game would have the balls to do this. I'm talking about the original H.P. Lovecraft story.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
right.
no, I don't think the game did that. The game did have a water being that was important to the plot, but that's about all I can say without spoilers. And it wasn't black people.
Yeah. Like, I it's one of those things where I can't figure out what Lovecraft was trying to say. Like, was that just an old way of saying merman, or was it Lovecraft like specifically saying water black people? Like,
I mean, there's people who call Middle Easterners sand black people, so I guess it didn't go out of style. The context just kind of changed.
Yeah.
But it stayed the same at the same time.
Oh no. Oh boy, that's talk about H.P. Lovecraft's always interesting, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Don't look up the name of his cat, people.
Don't look up the name of his cat, people.
Oh god.
Oh no, the cat black people. They have attacked. It's somehow actually close to truth. Why?
I'm sure H.P. Lovecraft would love cat people more than he actually cares about black people. Oh, Jesus.
Who knows? Oh shit.
Anything else soon?
What else is? Oh yeah, I've been playing a lot of Persona 4 since the last time I was on, which was like over a month ago. Yeah, so now I just beat the Rise dungeon.
You're just about halfway through the game, aren't you?
Yep, just about.
Yeah, I don't.
And I've almost maxed out the social links for Yukiko, Chie, Yosuke. Yeah, those are the 3 that I've almost maxed out. They're at like rank 8 right now.
All right. I don't remember. Does Persona 4 have benefits for like maxing out the?
Oh yeah, you get they each.
I mean, other than the big personas, of course.
Yeah, well, they probably. I don't really know. I mean, obviously there's the sex, but
Especially with Yosuke.
Yeah. Addy, Yosuke actually was originally a romance option.
I've heard people are modding it back in.
Yeah, they already have on PC. They modded it back in. You can
they already have?
Yeah.
Right.
There's a Yosuke romance mod.
Alright, call me when they edit with Yusuke to freaking Persona 5.
It's pretty clear. It's pretty clear that they were hinting at, you know, a Yosuke romance, because there's like points where Yosuke will be like, you know, kind of tentatively checking to see if you're interested in him.
Yeah, and then the last interaction with him, I remember he challenges you to a fight or something, or to a wrestling match, and afterwards he almost kind of just acts like it was sex in a weird way. Like you're both lying down on the ground, and he almost says something like, "Was it good for you too?" or something like that.
He challenges you to a wrestling match, but unbeknownst to you, he came naked.
Yeah. I mean, it also helps that throughout the entire game, Yosuke is by far the one who gets the most, like, arbitrarily paranoid about Kanji. Because, like, yeah, every time Kanji, like, does anything, like, vaguely homosexual, like, everyone else doesn't have much of a reaction, but Yosuke's like, "You gay people!"
Yeah. Which is funny, because Yosuke is actually more gay than Kanji is.
Well, I think that's the idea, was that Yosuke is, like, super defensive because he doesn't want anyone to think he's gay, because he's probably bi.
But, yeah, so I beat the Risei dungeon.
Okay, got the most awkward one out of the way.
Yeah, the Risei dungeon is very awkward.
Super.
Yeah, luckily my girlfriend wasn't sitting watching me play Persona 4 then.
Yeah, that would have fit the stereotype of the anime game pretty perfectly, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but then again, she's playing Persona 5, and Persona 5 starts off pretty perverted as well.
Oh yeah. Oh god, that one's almost kind of worse.
Yeah. You know, with like Anne in the bikini in the Kamoshida dungeon.
And the statues of Anne in a bikini everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And all of that big dick energy.
Yeah.
And then I've recently been playing Civ 6. I finally got all of the old Civs, like Nubia, Brazil, Australia, Poland. I finally got all of them.
Pink, you're quite big on Poland, aren't you?
Yeah, baby.
All right. And I am very fond of Nubia, so you managed to pick up 2 of our favorites.
Yeah.
And then I also I'm thinking I might just end up buying Gaul and Byzantine as well. But are the Celts supposed to be next, or
nothing's been announced for next?
I feel like the Celts would be simultaneous.
They all leaked or something, or at the very least they like hinted at what was coming next a while back, and people have been like predicting the Civs pretty accurately. And I thought the Celts were supposed to be among the ones.
I mean, the thing is, the Byzantines and the Babylonians were both gimmies because they've been in every Civ game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
The Celts, I don't know. The Celts would be like kind of simultaneously too similar to the Scottish and also too similar to the Gauls, you know?
Right.
I'd rather see them just straight up do Ireland. Like, do Ireland and get a modern Irish prime minister, right?
Yeah. But is there really any Irish person that's been like
I don't think anyone was
historic icon?
I'm sure if you asked an Irish person, they'd have an answer. Like, I mean, none of us would have gone in for like, oh man, Canada with Wilfrid Laurier as the leader. But, you know, we got that, you know?
We all know that Canada's leader should have been the Mountie.
Yeah. And the room goes silent.
Oh no, I fully agree with that. And
Out of
that's why
respect.
we're all in silent.
It's silence in respect for the Mountie.
He's so right. Yeah.
A moment of silence for the Mountie, please.
It should have been WWE champion.
Yeah. Alright, so, what do you think of the civs you've got to try so far, Soon?
Well, Babylon is broken.
Yeah.
Obviously. I actually think that their gameplay is a lot more it's so they're very busted early to mid game, but then their late game is super shit from what I can tell.
Yes, because late game inspirations are so hard to get.
Not only that, but their science is horrible. They're actually really terrible for a science victory.
Oh yeah. 50% science, no matter what you do.
Yeah. So I actually think that weirdly enough, they're balanced in a way, I guess. Because...
Yeah, you just need to really hope the game doesn't go past 1000 AD.
Right. Yeah. So if Babylon gets a really big head start, then they'll win, probably by domination or culture. But if they can't get that head start, then they're going to lose, which is actually historically accurate as far as how Babylon, worked historically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like were one of the most technologically advanced civilizations, so far beyond like anyone else of their time, and then suddenly they just collapsed after they stagnated.
Yeah.
And so it's like actually pretty historically accurate how they work.
I do want to say, I tried to start a Babylon campaign before you mentioned it up, and got wrecked by barbs, and I was like, okay, well, this is clearly a burner. And then you mentioned Babylon being crazy, and I was like, I should give Babylon another shot. I start up Babylon again, spawn under 3 barb camps, right next to both Ethiopia and the Mayans, and 2 city-states, and the rest is just coastline. And it was like, from the fucking frying pan into the fire there, Jesus.
We should try to set up another Civ game sometime.
We should.
Sure.
We should.
If me and Pink's schedules ever line up.
Yeah.
Very true.
This is the first day I've had a Saturday off in over a month.
Oh man.
Maybe almost 2 months actually, because I think the last time I showed up I was just starting at like 4:00.
I thought you were about to say in 100 years.
I just got a text from my girlfriend. She's visiting her family right now. So she was playing board games with her family, and I just got a text from her that said, "Dad beat me." And I was like, whoa. I was about to react. I was like, wait, what?
So casually stated, too.
Send a crying emoji.
Well, actually, what she said was, "Dad beat me, and I am most displeased."
I love it.
Such a posh British way to freaking react to abuse.
I must say, Reginald, I am mildly bothered by this turn of events. I do say, if I receive any more beatings, I might have to file a complaint.
I might even have to go to the Queen herself.
Oh.
Don't. I might even have to get the queen herself involved.
Yeah.
That's how you know that shit's about to happen.
You gotta watch out, man. The queen's ex-military.
Very true.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, technically, you could say that Trump is military.
True. That's true.
He's the head. He's the head of the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the queen has actually done more military service than Donald Trump did. That never occurred to me.
Yep. The queen would beat Trump's ass.
Yeah.
The queen's too much of a badass. Little do we know that her throne is actually a mech, an exoskeleton mech from freaking Alien.
Oh my god, that is a Warhammer 40,000 unit.
The queen in an exoskeleton.
What are we just saying? Like the queen's gonna come up to like a giant Donald Trump, like fucking aliens, like get away from her, you bitch.
But I imagine it like she has like a minigun and it fires bullets shaped like corgis.
Forget bullets, it just fires corgis. They just latch on to whoever the queen shoots them at. Oh man, remember when the queen said she wasn't gonna raise any more corgis because she figured she didn't want to like outlive them? And she just kept on going anyways.
Yeah.
Wait, she got new dogs? I thought she stopped
No.
after the last one died.
No. I mean, she hasn't died. She thought she was going to go, and no, she's not. Still not going.
No. Oh yeah.
Oh Christ. All right. Anything else soon?
No, I think that covers everything.
All right, Pink. What you been doing for the past week, man?
Oh boy. Not a lot. Let's see. For New Year's, I went to work. That was fun. And
Oh, yay.
After that, yeah. We did make pizza though, so that was excellent.
Did
Sweet.
you put it in a box?
I bet. Shut your mouth, Addy. So pizza was great. Yeah, I remember. Pizza was great. They were watching a Netflix show yesterday. I forget the name, but it's
Big Show
one of
Shitty
those
Sitcom.
cooking competition. Yeah, maybe. No, it wasn't. It was one of the competition-based cooking shows. And the gimmick with this one is that all the contestants are making something by utilizing leftovers.
Oh, that's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah. Interesting, but it is ultimately just another one of those shows, and I don't find them all that intriguing in any way.
An American cooking show where there's artificial drama inserted.
Uh-huh. So, I think it'd be fun to write for, but it's not very interesting to watch.
Yeah. Right for, okay. All right, anything else?
I've seen wrestling. I know all the ins and outs of this business. Everything is scripted.
Yeah.
All right. Aside from that, what else did I watch? Oh, Cobra Kai season 3 came out yesterday, and I started that early this morning because I was simultaneously looking up and down from my Civ game. So, season 3 starting off very strong. It feels like it's all just set. What's the word I'm looking for? It feels like it's all just setting up for the next season, though. There's no inherent goal or endpoint to this current season that I'm watching, at least as of yet. So, I'll see how that progresses in the future.
Ooh.
What I find funny about this one is a lot of the characters that didn't come back for season 2, or at least I don't think they did. It's been a while since I've seen it. So characters that were in season 1 but did not come back for season 2 have been coming back left and right all over the place in season 3. It's like, hey, did you forget about these guys? Hey, they're back now.
Netflix shelled out the bucks.
Yeah. So that's interesting. interesting occurrence. And fun to see. It was fun to see all the callbacks. A lot of the characters are still handling very well. One of the characters in particular, though, it feels like they started... and it's one of the main characters since season 1, so... Spoiler alert, Are we okay with spoilers? I won't spoil it, but
spoilers.
I'm not going to spoil it. I'll be nice, because it's only been out for a day now.
Right.
So, one of the main characters goes off to a place, and then I haven't seen him for several episodes in. Though granted, I'm only a few episodes in, it still feels like he's been gone for quite a while, so... I almost feel like the show has forgotten about him, which I'm sure that's not the case, because like I said, he's a very important character, but at the moment, he's been pushed to the back line and forgotten about, so I'm interested to see where that goes.
Sometimes the show has to temporarily get rid of a character because the character logically would be an obstacle for some other storyline, you know?
Absolutely, and that's basically what's happening here.
Okay.
So, not surprised to see that they've not really touched up on him in a while. It still is kind of jarring when they've given him several minutes worth of scenes in the first couple of episodes, and then maybe by episode 3 he's just kind of vanished. So it's like, okay, I guess they're kind of done rolling with that and reminding us that he's in existence, so they can clear up some other stuff that's going on. But okay. So yeah, that show is very good. I still highly recommend it. Looking forward to seeing the rest of it come the future.
All right.
One thing I started this week as well, but have not gotten beyond the menu, is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. That is something I got for Christmas. And I was very stoked because GameCube games, the rare, more nostalgic ones, or actually not nostalgic in this case for most people, but the rare ones are rather hard to come by nowadays and are ridiculously expensive. So I looked on eBay, and like Path of Radiance goes for about $60 used, which is the same as a brand new game nowadays. So I was quite surprised that my family got that for me. I don't think I deserved it, but I won't argue with them. So I've brushed off my GameCube. I've got all the cords. I've got controllers. I've got a television, but I don't have a memory card with me at the moment. So I need to go get one in order to actually start the game. So
Old gaming problems.
I'm hoping to start it. Yeah, I'm hoping to start it this week because I'm very excited. I love the Fire Emblem series. It's one of my all-time favorites. And I, unfortunately, was too young to have gotten on the Fire Emblem boat back when Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn released. So, never got to play it. Finally getting that chance in 2021, and I'm hoping it's going to be glorious. And it will be, because it's hard to screw up a Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Trust me.
They did screw it up once, though, didn't they?
From what I've heard, there was definitely a game that people didn't like, but I think that's from a story perspective, less of a gameplay one.
Is it the one with
Go ahead.
Is it the one with the guy that turns into a dragon?
I want to say yes.
Good, because he's the character I hate in Smash.
Yeah. So I want to say the game was titled Shadows of Valencia, I want to say it was. And most everyone hates that one. I've not played it. I don't have a 3DS. I am looking to get one in the future because I want to play all those games as well because I freaking love Fire Emblem. So everyone rags on that story. I'm assuming the gameplay is still all right because, like I said, it's hard to screw up a Fire Emblem game. Even with the most recent release, Three Houses, where they've done
Oh no!
SpaghettiOs.
Pink!
Game over, yeah!
Alright, Pink.
I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted.
Vince is trying to cut your mic.
And yeah, what a jerk. Be a star, kids. Be a star. So, hard to screw up the Fire Emblem formula because it's always going to have good gameplay. The stories will not always be good. This is evident in most every other Fire Emblem game. I'm not one of the people who thinks all these stories have been so great for so very long. How could they possibly screw anything up? I think the stories have been average. The characters have been great. And the gameplay has been better. So that's how it got the recipe of being a good game. And it's far from the great game that most people will tell you it is. It's very good. Not really a series I would say, oh, everybody in the world needs to go out and play this. They're really missing out if they miss out on this. Because no, it might not even be everyone's cup of tea. Stories are never... I've yet to play a Fire Emblem game where I've sat back and said, wow, that story really hooked me. I was really enthralled with all the goings on inside it. It's like, no. I liked a lot of the characters. Story wasn't anything special, nothing too out of the norm, so very standard things there.
Yeah.
But still, good games overall.
One should never expect a good story from Nintendo.
Yes. This is true. Except for Mario Sunshine. You want to know the plot to Mario Sunshine?
Yeah?
What's the plot of Mario Sunshine?
Bowser Jr. kidnaps Princess Peach because he thinks that's his mom. Because Bowser told him so.
Oh, okay, and then what happens?
And then Mario saves Princess Peach. That's it.
Oh.
It's underwhelming, to be honest.
I mean,
then Mario was freaking evil self shows up and he needs to accept it to receive his persona.
You're not wrong, though.
No, I'm not.
Absolutely.
What is the best story Nintendo ever had in a game? Is it Mother 3?
I've never played Mother 3, but that's what everyone says, so I'm inclined to go with the majority vote.
Yeah, that always works.
I don't remember people's synopses of Mother 3, and I have not played through the freaking translated version that I have yet because I'm waiting for us to record it until I actually play the game. But,
just play it yourself, man, because I am not sitting down for a fucking 100-hour JRPG recording.
All right. You play it, find the fastest route to beat it, and we will join you, and you can pretend it's a blind
I ain't even doing
playthrough.
that. Fuck that.
I might do it, but then again, I'm probably the one. No. Alex probably has less time than me, so yeah. I'll see what I can do.
No, I have more time. It's just I'd rather record things I think are better suited to it, you know. And a JRPG, I think the commentary would get pretty tired pretty quickly, you know.
It is incredibly
I also
hard to do
want to
games
play
like
Mother
that
3
because, yeah, they're very dialogue intensive.
I also want to play.
Combat is not anything special.
Yes, I also want to play Mother 3 myself.
It's a lot like Pokemon. Yes,
yeah.
I agree.
And Nintendo is, of course, taking their sweet ass time bringing Mother 3 to the West. Have they?
It's never coming to the West.
Oh, there's gotta be hope.
There is hope because they released the original Fire Emblem, even though they released the remake of Fire Emblem in the United States. So that was redundant completely.
Hang on. Was Fire Emblem one of the releases, though, that they put on a limited time, though, like Super Mario 64?
Yes.
No. As far as I'm aware, Super Mario 3D All-Stars is the only, what was that word you just used? The time?
Limited time.
Time constricted? Limited time. That's the only limited time event game that they've unleashed thus far. Keyword thus far, because I'm sure there's going to be plenty to come.
I heard that the release of the first Fire Emblem is also supposed to be a limited time thing, but I don't know until when.
God, I fucking hate
there was
Nintendo.
definitely a limited edition version of the physical copies, but limited time for Fire Emblem, I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. I think that would be a really dumb decision because I think I can vouch for most people when I say, yeah, people would probably rush out to get Mario 3D All-Stars before it's gone. Fire Emblem 1, readily available via the internet if you're into piracy, or readily available in the form of Shadow Dragon, the Nintendo DS remake. And nobody's going to be rushing out for Fire Emblem 1. And if they are stupid.
You say that like a ton of people don't pirate 64. Come on.
This is true.
Like, fucking old grandpa Nintendo still refuses to understand how the modern games industry works.
This is true.
Have you heard about this soon?
What?
The remasters of Super Mario 64 and Sunshine. Yes, Sunshine. Yes, these are only going to be available till March, and then after that, Nintendo is taking them out of production.
But like that everywhere, even online.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And they say it's to respect the legacy of Mario.
I mean, they wouldn't be the only ones to, like, put out a game for a limited amount of time and then take it out of production /
Well, yeah, but Activision keeps doing that with Deadpool for copyright reasons.
They also did it with Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but also that's for copyright reasons, yeah.
Yeah, it's because Activision can't fucking keep a hold of the Marvel license for some reason. It keeps, like, going back and forth. I don't know what the fuck's up with them.
Oh no, Nintendo is going to be sued by Nintendo for the Mario license.
Yeah.
Iwata rises from the grave to sue them.
I hope Iwata rises
sooner or later.
I hope Iwata rises from the grave to bring fucking divine vengeance upon them. That'd be nice. Oh, man. If 2K didn't exist, and also Ubisoft, and also EA, I might say Nintendo's the worst publisher.
No, there's a couple more. Then again, I guess I'm not sure if I count those publishers, but yeah. Yeah,
Nintendo's the worst publisher that doesn't seem to act out of greed. Just acting out of, like, bizarre fucking traditionalism and not knowing what the hell is going on in the modern day.
Yeah, Nintendo and Atlas are great friends.
Yeah. Like, oh, fuck. When SNK is more ahead of the times, admittedly, SNK's operating on Arabian blood money now, so I guess they can get to be more progressive, but...
SNK also spent a lot of time dead, so...
Yeah.
They had time to think.
Not anymore! Oh, shit. Pink, what else did you do this week, man?
What else have I done? I don't know. I don't think there was anything else. I played Overwatch way too late last night, got very minimal sleep. So, yeah, I'm feeling great today. 2 thumbs up, yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of that, nothing. Just a little bit of Civ last night, a little bit of Overwatch here and there, and 2K16 last week. I just decided to play it out of the blue because I really want to play as D'Lo Brown. Don't judge me. But going through that universe mode in comparison to 2K19 or even 20, it's very weird because there are some presentation details in the previous games that I actually like better than the modern games.
Yeah, the graphics,
for example, yeah.
I don't know if it's intentional, but the graphics do get worse over the course of a generation for WWE games rather than the opposite.
Right. Like, I don't remember if it was on the forum or in Discord, I was talking about Randy Orton, who looks like absolute garbage in 2K19 and 20, but then I'm over in 2K16, I'm like, what the heck? This looks exactly like the real-life counterpart. He's so friggin' sexy. What's going on here? Help! Send help! Send the fireman! He's too hot!
No, don't send the fireman! Don't send the fireman! They're hot too! Oh no!
They got the Randy Orton model so right that he only shows up in 3 matches, one every year.
Yeah.
He's one of the most consistent guys on the roster ever. Come on now.
The conspiracy theory part of my brain wants to say that 2K does this intentionally to justify the existence
so for the next generation, they can tout their brand new, all new, way hyper-realistic graphics.
That's what they all do. All of the sports game creators.
Look at all the sweat. Don't look at the character models. Look at the sweat. Sweat.
Look at the sweat.
Look at that sweat. Ooh, that sweat.
Look at those young boys.
Which
sweat.
game was it where sweat was such a big deal?
Dead or Alive
I
5?
forget.
Dead or Alive 5?
That's true. But no, there was definitely a WWE game where sweat was quote unquote very good a previous year, and then that next year
2K15,
fans
I think.
said it didn't look as good, and what the heck was going on here? Where's my
I feel-
realistic sweats at?
This sounds like a 2007, 2008 era problem.
It does. It really does.
Around the time where we stopped having actually replayable game modes. Oh god, no matter what happens, like, honestly, with how bugged and fucked up 2K20 is, I'll honestly say it's still better than 2009 and 2010. Because at least there's a fucking reason to play.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least there's actual
thing is,
fucking game
though-
modes.
Yeah, the thing is though, 2010, I thought it had very solid gameplay, but there was nothing else to it. If Universe had debuted in 2010, I think it would have been an alright game and remembered more fondly, but that didn't debut until 2011.
Yep.
So 2020 was just 2010 was an absolute garbage year because it had good gameplay, good graphics, good roster, pretty cool stuff all around. But there's absolutely nothing beyond that. The depth is of a puddle. It wasn't great.
But the tag team matches, though.
Oh, but
yeah.
that was 2009, you idiot.
Oh
That's what
no!
2009 was all about.
2010 is on a puddle that the Great Khali mops up because he is in fact the mop.
Dude, 2010 had literally nothing going for it. 2009 was the year where they redid all the tag team action and they hyped that up so hard and it sucked. 2010 was released. They did not give a crap. It was just there.
It was SVR 2010, not the one where they rebranded where they brought back WWE ECW.
No, that was 2008.
2008.
Yep.
Oh.
2010 had nothing. That stupid game.
I'm gonna look at the cover art because that's the only thing that tells me.
The only thing it
2010
has
was the
going
one
for
with
it
the,
is
2010
Go ahead.
had the John Cena SV or the John Cena Road to WrestleMania. And I think was that the one with the call? The CAW?
no, that was also 20. No, yeah, there was
2011 had a
the
CAW
Road to
one.
WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
2011
And 2010 did too. I don't think 2020,
Oh,
2009
I know.
did though.
I know 2010's killer apps. Zombie Santino, Zombie Finley.
No, that was 2009.
That was 2009 too.
That was 2009.
That was 2009.
The
Yeah.
only thing 2010 has going for it is the fact that it was the final game Umaga made his appearance in. That is it.
It had the first Create a Superstar storyline. I was right.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. I
Oh
think It was the
man.
Undertaker. I think it
No,
was the
Undertaker was
one.
2011.
Yeah,
2010
Undertaker
was
was
the one where your
2011.
Cobb did the Santino storyline of where he's picked out of the crowd, wins a title, and then he does a sort of Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon arc,
That's right.
which
Was
they
it?
do in every freaking game.
But it-
They do that in
also-
real life
Content
too. The
thing,
fucking
They also
isn't it?
did I think that was the Mickey James one as well. They had Mickey
Yeah,
James
2010
go
had
to
Mickey
WrestleMania.
James. Mm-hmm.
And then let's see,
Did-
WWE story designer. I think.
oh,
this was the first-
story designer.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's
Savage.
what 2010 had. That was 2010's big.
2010 had Damien Worst Gay Day.
What?
Actually, that's an actual story from 2K14 that I remember because it was so bad.
What?
Yeah. Oh, the story designer sucked.
What?
Yep.
I'm disappointed.
I
No one.
got like a whole 10 minutes out of that.
Yeah, that's you know.
Like, I don't know why all this like the story design. It brought us classic tales such as Sandwich, where Big Show wants to eat a sandwich but nobody lets him, and freaking Teddy Long's Ghost or something. It was called something like that, where Teddy Long is beaten up by ghosts every week for a month.
Oh, because they could just.
That's just typical Teddy Long.
I forgot. Yeah, you could remove characters from a scene, but they'd still go through the motions. So yeah, Teddy Long could get beaten up by nobody. I forget, was that one early enough that they still had, like, they hadn't thought of all the eventualities, so you could have, like, two male wrestlers kiss, and at that time that would have been a big no-no?
I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
And didn't one of the later games make it where male wrestlers couldn't kiss, but they, for some reason, kept the ability for female wrestlers to kiss each other?
Well, what else were you gonna do with that mode?
I don't know, because the story designer died with 2K14, I think. So
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
for a good reason.
For a good reason.
Wait, was it in 2K14 or was it removed in 2K14?
It was in 2K14, and then when they made the switch to the
Okay.
current last generation, then they just didn't add it back in.
The best feature of Story Designer for a complete casual was Story Designer, I don't know if you guys remember this, was the only way to have multiples of the same wrestler in the same match. So as a joke, me and my sister and my dad played a match that I had made that was just 6 Scott Steiners playing Money in the Bank. And I'm actually, you know what? Addy, you go ahead and talk about something, because I need to take a phone call.
Alright. So it's Scott Steiner. He's inviting him to his Steiner in the Bank match.
Steiner in the bank. Is there a little Steiner in the briefcase?
Yes.
Oh, we can hear Alex.
Let's try to eavesdrop. It'll be great.
Yeah, that will make for interesting content. All of us shutting up so we can try and listen to the freaking.
Just shut up, Addy. I can't hear him.
Musings.
I cannot eavesdrop properly.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
Yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, we were talking about 2K16, and then that went off the rails with the history of SmackDown versus Raw, 2K, etc.
Before we move on, which game had freaking red and green?
That was 2010.
Oh, was 2010?
Yes. It might have been 2009 as well. I'm not sure, though.
I feel like, yeah, they're in both. Because 2009 had all the stupid roster picks.
Yeah.
2009 was also the one where you could, if you had a copy of Legends of WrestleMania, then it gave you the actual Legends roster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The only game to have no actual Legends of its own.
And you could also import the new superstars into Legend of WrestleMania if you don't want to play anything fun.
Yeah. And the Legends of WrestleMania roster, of course, had massive gaps in it because a lot of the Legends were working for TNA at the time.
Oh, yeah. Friggin' everyone went through TNA at some point, and it's kind of wild if you look back on it.
Yeah. I was confused yesterday because I've never watched anything AEW, but with the recent passing of Luke Harper, rest in peace, my family did watch the little memorial that AEW did to him. And
right.
I completely forgot Jim Ross is their commentator.
Uh-huh.
I forgot Justin Long existed.
I don't even know who that is.
The old ring announcer before they replaced him with the chick, whose name escapes me.
Oh. I really don't remember him.
The guy who famously announced... the guy that the old joke was that he gave extra announcing privileges to the wrestlers he'd had sex with. The one who, like, gave most people, like, fairly mundane announcements, but for Kelly or John Cena, he was like, Kelly! Or John Cena!
No, that's not Justin Long. That's not his name at all. What is his name?
Is this the same guy that called Bobby Roode Bobby Roo in his first run?
It's definitely
No,
Justin.
because that was Justin Roberts.
Justin Roberts.
No.
Well, that's even more of a generic name than I had.
Yeah, it's Justin Roberts.
What is his name? What is his stupid name?
I do remember Justin Roberts.
I think you were right, Pink.
Okay.
Well, that's a shitty name. He should change it.
Jason Smith.
Congrats, man. Your name is fucking stupid. Change it for my convenience.
Not even your convenience, just your taste.
Change it to something memorable, like Ragnar the Blood Edge.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Anyway, wrestling games. Pink.
Wrestling games, they exist. Yeah, played a couple of the old ones. They held up in a way that they hold up in nostalgia, and that's about it. Probably won't be returning anytime soon. 2K16 was all right. It's a product of its time. It was far superior to 2K15. Probably far inferior to 2K17.
17 was a good
2K19
year.
is still the best. 17?
17 was a good year.
I think it was as well. I've actually ordered a replacement copy because in all my moves, I have somehow lost 2K17 because I went to play it immediately after 2K16 because I was like, hey, I'm going to go through the history books. I want to basically play everything in chronological order. And I popped open my... Actually, I didn't pop it open at all because I was going through all my cases and I realized, hey, something's missing. I no longer own 2K17. And I didn't go digital until the very next year with 2K18.
So you did the next sensible thing.
So I've got literally every SmackDown game except for 09 and 17. What's that?
I said you did the next sensible thing and you popped in Simpsons Wrestling.
No. But yeah, I was kind of devastated because I felt like my collection was incomplete. It's like, I'm fine not owning 2009. I'm not ever going to do anything with that one. But 2K17, I really enjoyed it for the time, and I think it could hold up because it's not far behind 18 and 19, and I think both of those are solid games. I don't remember any big problems I had with 17 at all.
Other than the usual stuff.
Yeah, other than the usual stuff. But yeah, I was kind of devastated to see, hey, I don't have a Brock Lesnar case lying around, and I probably don't have it anymore. So yeah, I actually had to order a replacement, and it was the last one they had in stock, and it'll be here Sunday, hopefully. Until then, I'm just a shell of a man.
Oh no.
Yeah. Sad times. Sad times. Outside of all the wrestling, am I roboting?
No, you're fine.
No.
Okay, it turned red for a second there, so I was like, "Oh no, what's going on?"
What's happening?
Outside of 2K and beyond, I started reading. What's the official title? I've got it right next to me. Let me take off this notebook. Ahem. The Art of the Dragon Prince. That was another Christmas present I got.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. It gives you a little inside look to all the background work they were doing. Highly recommend if you're fond of the Dragon Prince.
Which I am.
Yes, absolutely. Alex, you should definitely watch it one day along with Avatar.
Yep.
Dude, I have tried to convince my family several times, and every time the idea gets mentioned of children's cartoon that is actually serious and relatively dramatic, they're like, oh, so nothing we want to watch. Let's watch Pinky and the Brain.
No!
My parents are perfectly fine watching kids' cartoons, as long as they're funny.
let's watch
Well,
freaking
Avatar.
Adult
Avatar is
Swim.
funny.
Yeah, but it's also serious.
Just
Pinky
tell
and
them
the
it's
Brain.
funny and let them find out it's serious later.
Even Pinky and the Brain has some serious moments in it.
Yeah, but they're few and far between. I've never seen any. Like, Avatar is an actual serious show with a plot line. Pinky and the Brain is an episodic thing of, oh, what are we doing today, Brain? We're taking over the world, Pinky, and so on, right?
Right. You raise valid points.
Like, there's just some, my parents are, they were born a long time ago when the idea of serialized, episodic, serious kids' cartoons was a bit foreign. They're not opposed to the idea of
Did they not watch
serialized.
X-Men the animated series?
What?
Did they not watch X-Men the animated series?
They left it on while I was a kid.
Huh. Huh. It's a good show, bro.
I mean, there are better superhero shows, but yes, the X-Men animated series was very good, correct. And I don't know why Soon found that fucking hysterical, but he did.
I don't know why either.
Admittedly, it is pretty funny to try and cite that as the premier example of, like, serious storytelling in kids' cartoons.
That was the first cartoon television series that I could think of that might have a overarching plot over the course of a couple episodes.
I feel like Gargoyles would have done it first.
What?
Gargoyles would have been first, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I have never seen that, to be quite honest.
What about He-Man?
Oh, He-Man definitely did not have a long-term plot. He-Man would have been in the vein of Transformers. Every week there's a new villain, and then you beat them, and then you advertise the toy.
Right. That's I've never seen He-Man, but that's kind of the vibe I got from it. I mean, there's an overarching plot of it's always going to be Skeletor that's trying to cause trouble, but do they ever actually do anything about it?
Like, I think Transformers...
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Transformers back in the 80s eventually progressed when they did that movie that fucking killed everyone.
Yo, people are dead?
Oh,
V1?
V1.
I butchered that delivery. But yeah, V1.
Yeah, did none of you guys ever watch Transformers, the original 80s Transformers?
No,
I
did,
but by the time I was born, they didn't show it on TV. So I only had like 2 episodes on DVD, which for whatever reason they didn't release them in like actual chunks that would make sense. No, it was 2 episodes per disc.
Oh, when
you
I
ever see that old ass Godzilla cartoon?
No.
I'm not even sure if it existed.
I'm shocked Soon hasn't
I saw an episode. I saw an episode in a hotel when I was like 2.
I'm shocked Soon hasn't piped up about it. That seems like that would be something he'd talk about.
What?
A Godzilla cartoon in the 80s?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's the same, but
I think I do remember this or hearing about it. No, I don't remember this. There was a pretty good King Kong TV show in the early 2000s, though.
I have no memory of that.
There was about this guy that could like hack into King Kong's brain and like control King Kong, and they were best buds.
Man, they made all kinds of weird cartoons.
Wild.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, we actually didn't have TV. I don't remember exactly why, but my parents had a shitload of old cartoons on VHS. So around the time everyone else was growing up with like Justice League and Teen Titans, which I did eventually get, but it took me a little bit longer than everyone else, I got to grow up on Transformers and G.I. Joe and 90s X-Men.
I think one of the key reasons why I don't like Batman is because I didn't see the Batman animated series when I grew up or was growing up. If I had, I probably would have been a fan.
Neither did I, and I'm a fan of freaking Batman, dude.
Have you ever got
I don't know. Baby Puff always thought he was lame.
Did you ever
And
get
that train of thought never left.
Did you ever get to see the Burton and Schumacher films?
Is that the one with Michael Keaton?
Yes. Well, Michael Keaton in the Burton films, but he got replaced with Val Kilmer and George Clooney for the Schumacher films.
Okay, I don't think I've ever seen the Val Kilmer one. I saw the first Michael Keaton Batman, and I've definitely seen scenes of the, I almost called him Al, George Clooney Batman films. Never seen any of those other ones all the way through though.
Ah, okay. You did skip
So-
what? There's a whole thing there. Of course, a lot of people consider Batman and Robin the worst movie. I'm actually one of the few who considers Batman Returns at least my least favorite. I'm not fond of Danny DeVito's Penguin. But yeah, I mean, I personally.
Why not?
Did you say why not?
Yes, why not?
Because he's a circus sewer freak. That's
I
not the
wasn't a
Penguin.
fan of
I
the
was
sewer
joking.
aspect either, because he was always supposed to be this kind of more classy kind of guy in a way, or at least
Yeah.
from what I gathered.
I always thought like the fake British mobster thing that Penguin puts on, I think does a better job of conveying how Penguin desperately wants to be someone who is rich and handsome and famous, and he can't be, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Batman Returns is just too much of Tim Burton going up his own ass, and I say that as someone who loves most of Tim Burton's films. But Burton has a certain thing he likes to do, and when he's allowed to do it too much, it goes too far. And yeah, I guess Schumacher's films, yeah, they're a little bit controversial, aren't they? I'm personally very fond of Batman Forever, not only because I actually kind of like Val Kilmer as Batman, but also because Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones as a comedic duo is interesting. Especially because Tommy Lee Jones, despite being Tommy Lee Jones, is for some reason trying to out Jim Carrey. And you guys know...
It sounds so weird to me because I did not grow up with these films. So being told there's a Batman film which stars Val Kilmer as Batman, Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, and Jim Carrey as the Riddler, I'm like, are you sure about that? That sounds kind of wild to me.
Yeah,
but it exists.
Wild
somehow,
is a good word for it.
Some way.
Yeah, it's like Jim Carrey is, of course, just Jim Carreying it up super hard, which I thought worked pretty well for the Riddler. But Tommy Lee Jones is like just what out of his fucking mind as Two-Face, and I don't know what the hell happened. Like, I'm used to Two-Face being one of the serious, sympathetic villains Batman has, and here Tommy Lee Jones is like, oh, he's just yucking it up super hard.
It was a Freaky Friday situation for the whole time of the shooting. Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones actually switched bodies.
No, Tommy Lee Jones' soul didn't go into anyone's body. No one's fucking dead serious on that set. It's like they just made a clone. They made a clone of Jim Carrey and put a Tommy Lee Jones mask over him. And like, if you've watched literally any other movie with Tommy Lee Jones in it, like, Tommy Lee Jones, I love him, but Tommy Lee Jones plays the same goddamn character in every movie, you know?
You're not wrong.
He's been Agent
Have you
K
seen The
since...
Fugitive?
Yeah, he's been Agent K in every movie. Except that one. Oh, shit. What were we talking about? Dragon Prince, right? The Art of
Dragon Prince,
Yeah,
you're right, because he went onto the Avatar, and then that's how he got started talking about cartoons. So yeah, been slowly but surely making my way through that book. A lot of gorgeous art, a lot of gorgeous designs, very cool concepts hidden within that ultimately did not make the show. So very cool to witness. I've been really enjoying it, and I think that sums up my week.
All right. Eddie, how you been doing?
So let's see, because I didn't actually do a whole lot, but I did a good bit. So, well, for one, I did restart Yakuza 0 on the hardest difficulty.
Oh.
It's surprisingly easy so far.
Oh.
I mean, you know, I've been close to that a couple of times, but I've been close to that on easy as well. Like, it doesn't really change shit.
Yeah, and Yakuza's a series where anytime you're in trouble, you can just pause and, like, just gulp down several bottles of fucking whatever juice.
Oh, that's the best.
Y'all didn't watch the stage play. I did. And in the Yakuza, in the stage play adaptation of the first Yakuza, there's a fight scene where they stop the fight scene so that the actor for Kiryu can act like he's drinking a health item. And then the fight scene resumes. I loved it. Like that's the sort of stupid bullshit that a video game adaptation can do. And if they have the freaking comedic chops, then they can pull it off.
We need an adaptation of Skyrim that actually shows this Dovahkiin stopping mid-fight to consume multiple whole wheels of cheese.
Yes.
They need to do like a shitty CG of the jaw, like, and becoming large enough to eat the whole cheese in one bite.
I feel like if anyone gets the rights to a Skyrim movie, it would be what's his name? The guy who did the Resident Evil movies.
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking his name.
He's pretty well only
They were
worked
just
with.
talking about him the other day.
He pretty well only works with Capcom, which
Yeah.
I wish he'd work
Sucks
with a
for
company.
us.
I wish he'd work with a publisher that I don't like.
Why
I wish
can't he
Capcom would work with literally anyone else.
why can't he go and bother freaking Bethesda or CD Projekt Red or EA?
I mean, my understanding was that the Witcher TV show was just about as bad as a Paul W.S. Anderson project, so hey.
I thought everyone loved the Witcher TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're a bunch of
That's
fucking
kind of-
marks.
Yeah, no, it was. Don't get me wrong, the TV show sucked. I did not like it, but everyone else seemed to love it.
Fuck people.
It had a lot of the booba.
Addie's actually 100% right here. Like,
Did it?
yeah,
Do I need to watch this?
no.
But
I've seen it.
it's
It
got
wasn't.
Henry Cavill.
I've seen it. It wasn't too impressive.
But you were saying that about Henry Cavill.
Oh God, I hate Henry Cavill. Shut up about Henry Cavill. I fucking hate him, motherfucker. God damn it, there's a celebrity. We get a celebrity who's like, man, I love Total War Warhammer, and of course it's gotta be the fucking Witcher. God damn it. Why couldn't it have been someone cool?
Well, there's what's his name? Cole Sprouse.
That's true, but he's not really a relevant celebrity anymore.
I don't even know who that
His
is.
brother is, though. His brother is.
One of Zack and Cody, I forget which one. One of those two is a very...
The one that played Zack.
Yeah, the one that played Zack is a vocal Warhammer fan. And
a super nerd.
And a super
So
nerd.
the one that played the cool kid became a huge nerd, and then the one who played the nerd kid became a model and like a mildly successful actor in a teen TV show.
Riverdale.
Riverside, Riverdale.
And the actor that played Zack took time out of his busy schedule of commentating on Rocket League, I think, to voice one of the selectable, one of the playable characters in Total War Warhammer. And it sounds super
Interesting
weird.
How life happens.
Yeah, it sounds super weird, because he doesn't do a terrible job voice acting the character, but every time I hear him, I'm like, oh god, it's Zack. Like, I guess he's off to go bother Mr. Mosby, except Mr. Mosby's a dark elf now.
What?
And
Maybe
then
you shouldn't call the black guy a dark elf.
The dark elves are super pale, though.
Okay.
There are black people in Warhammer, they just aren't politically relevant for some reason. They just live with the lizards in Southlands, and they're like, hey, it's cool. Nobody fucks with us. The Warhammer Chinese try
Why
to
would
invade.
you when you live amongst lizard
What?
people?
I don't know, the liver people would be pretty cool, too.
They're really into drinking.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Ah, my game crashed.
The Warhammer Chinese invaded once, and the lizardmen just kind of like kamikaze winded them away. It was crazy. Ironically enough, the Chinese got Mongoled. Whoops.
Just a little bit.
Anyways, Eddie.
Yeah. So, Yakuza is a game.
It is?
Well, in part.
And
I think
here
it's a
all
few
this time.
games, actually.
Some would argue that it's a part of every game coming from Japan, but hey.
I'm not sure if I believe you.
Why did you get close to the mic for that?
Yeah, I was about to say,
I don't know.
I like how Pink got all close and sensual.
I just had to reach over to grab a pen. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure I believe you.
Hey, Eddie, you like Dragon Quest?
Oh, that's the
shit.
best.
Yeah.
He's in Smash Brothers now.
Yeah,
I
he
think.
is.
That's Hero, right? Yeah, that's Hero.
I mean, for a while I've been saying, like, please God, anyone but another Fire Emblem character. I honestly would take another Fire Emblem character over Dragon Quest Hero. Fuck.
You know, I just realized that my actual pick for the next freaking Smash DLC character though.
PS1 Crash Bandicoot.
No, better. Just end in a freaking Palico with like a freaking large sword. Like the
Dude,
great
I'd
sword.
take it.
That would be
I would
awesome!
take the Palico so
Yeah,
fast.
that I would love that shit. I want to play as a Palico in the freaking normal Monster Hunters as well. So hey.
And make,
Palicos are the best things I've ever witnessed. I just wish they were in a good game. I wasn't a fan of Monster World.
and it's
I mean,
sprint.
I
Is it
mean,
just
I-
riding a Palamute?
Yeah, and the op specialist calling in the owl. What was it? Oh, I'm forgetting the Kahoot.
Yeah.
Kahoot!
Just have it be a
Uh,
reverse thing where the guy who was an assist character in the original game is now the main character.
Yeah.
He calls in the actual Monster Hunter only for the smash attacks.
Yes. Man, I wish I could play as Buff Cat Chef in freaking Monster Hunter Rise. I would actually buy that game. I tell a reason.
You don't need to wait to deliver the monster parts to the chef, just cook them up on the spot.
Yeah.
Um,
And anyway, yeah. So, Yakuza 0 is it's an okay beat 'em up. I mean, what is there to say? It is a beat 'em up.
Alright. It's a long one, too, boy.
Yeah. I mean, I went through it in like a week with side content, but that was before I had a freaking 1 hour time limit in my head for some reason. So it's gonna take me a lot longer now.
Uh-oh. Alright, anything else?
Aside from that, I also played Onrush again.
Okay.
And Onrush is once again because I don't think like any of you remember what the hell Onrush is, and I don't blame you.
I believe I do,
But,
actually.
Oh,
It's the game where you play as the little kind of solar-powered plane and have to chase after the sun, right?
no.
Oh, then I don't know what Onrush is.
No, Onrush is a car-based arena shooter or something. I don't know what the hell to call it. It's like it is car Overwatch.
Carver Watch.
Yes. Overcar.
Okay.
And yeah, it's this weird mix of like trying to do objectives and also like driving around shit, but it's not a race. You just do continuous laps until someone gets enough points.
Okay. Weird.
And there's different like car classes and shit. and also
Okay.
loot boxes. But yeah,
Oh, cool. You know, no modern game is complete without them.
yeah, no modern game is complete without them.
So this game is illegal in the Netherlands.
I mean, I don't think it's supported anymore. So
Yeah.
even though even though ranked games are still coming soon, TM. But yeah, it is like it's okay. Once you get used to how the different classes handle, then you start actually having fun with the game somewhat. But I mean, it is pretty repetitive, and they did try to pad the game out by introducing as many tournaments as they can, which that part was not fun. But yeah, I did that. What else did I? Oh, yeah. I spent a lot of time playing Darkest Dungeon.
All right. Did that game kick your ass?
Not yet.
Okay.
I got all the way to week, I don't know, like 13 or something like that on a completely vanilla save, and I was like, I don't like how things don't stack. So I downloaded that mod.
There's
And
mods
then,
for Darkest Dungeon?
yes,
What?
there's complete class overhauls and new class and custom classes and shit, dude.
Oh.
It's supported. There's a whole Steam workshop. But yeah, so then I went and got a freaking mod to make it so things that should stack realistically do stack, which means that, like, I could have gone for something like, because there are mods that just straight up remove the inventory limit, and I didn't go with one of those because I still wanted to keep things somewhat true to the vanilla game. But
All
like,
right.
I don't want to not be able to carry, I don't know, like a piece of bandage because I have too many stacks of money.
That's actually kind of interesting for gameplay, though. Like, do you want to be a greedy fucker and take all the money?
Yes.
Exactly, and that is why you fail.
Aw.
That's still a thing with the different pickups that you can get that are there for basically just money. Which, as I said, like, some people do remove that, and there is that option with mods, but I didn't go for it. So now it's just a thing of, like, do I want straight up gold, like coin money, or do I want to keep like the diamonds that I have in my pocket, or do I want to take on anti-venom? Like, which one of these has the least monetary value or overall value to my expedition?
In my limited experience with Darkest Dungeon, you want the anti-venom.
Thankfully, like, most of the characters I happen to get or have a skill that's either self anti-bleed and venom, or just can straight up heal, bleed and anti-venom, or on someone else. So that worked out pretty good.
How many classes are there in Darkest Dungeon? Like 20?
Many. I don't know how many.
I know there's a lot, and they've all got unique dialogue.
Yeah.
Like, let me look it up, because it's something crazy. You keep on talking while I look this up, of course.
Alright. But yeah. I did think about downloading, because one of the most downloaded and highest rated mods is just a mod that makes it so you walk faster when you're not in battle.
Ah!
I've thought about that. But yeah, it's weird how there are games like this and Slay the Spire that are really not close to the games I usually play, but that's probably why I like them.
Yeah.
Because it gives a good respect or whatever to the usual genres that I freaking I don't know, chain myself to.
Yeah. There are 17
'Cause, like,
classes, by the way.
boy. And you can add more with the workshop.
Yes, right. And there's some really high quality ones, aren't there? Aren't there like several modders who just devote themselves to making loads of high quality classes?
I don't know, but I do know that the developers highlight a new mod every week, so
Ooh, that's cool.
yeah. Or at least I think it's every week. It's either every week or every month. I forget. But yeah, that's cool of them.
It very much encourages the mod community to actually like stay healthy and competitive and not devolve into memes.
Yeah. But hey, I was like, you know what? Still, like since I'm looking into mods, I might as well look into like aesthetic mods because who knows? Maybe someone made like the Chunka, the Crusader or something, and I mean maybe someone has made the Chunka into the Crusader. I don't know because I didn't like after the first page was just full of like basically it was either Dark Souls or Big Titty Anime Girls.
Oh no!
I just kind of lost interest.
Oh, I hate anime fans.
At least I didn't see Big Titty Dark Souls yet.
Oh god. Well, there is at least one character in Dark Souls I could work for.
Oh. Let's see what else did I do. I did start actually learning a song on my guitar, which I chose the easiest.
Very nice.
I chose the easiest song out of them all, Chop Suey.
Ooh, very nice.
Chop Suey is actually very easy though. Like well, not very easy, but it's surprisingly easy.
There's a lot of really fast songs where it's easy to think that the song would be hard on guitar, but it's actually the drums.
not just that, but with Chop Suey, the reason it sounds hard, I guess, is that there's like 3 different layers of guitars layered on top of each other, and they're all different things that you need to play. Well, no, not you. There's three different people should play guitar, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah.
Ha!
And so like one part has like every part has their own difficult parts. But like I decided to go with this over some other songs because overall, when I looked at the things that Chop Suey requires for me to actually play, it seemed like it was less tech and more execution. And I've learned in fighting games that, well, I can get execution up to par with time, but tech, like I need to keep tech in mind. So that's a bigger challenge for me.
All right.
Because I also consider things like Holiday, and Holiday requires you to to pull 4 strings at the same time, but the middle 2 shouldn't make the proper sound. It should be muted.
Okay.
I've no clue how to do that yet.
Bless you.
Isn't that?
I'm back.
Soon was very aggressive with that. Bless you.
What are you going to say?
I don't know anything about playing guitar.
It's easy.
You put your fingers on it, and then you like pluck the strings, and then you pluck another string, and then you just pluck the strings in a way that makes music.
I don't understand.
This is correct. Oh, you buffoon!
Bash fingers into wood for proper sound.
Oh no, that I get. That I get. You just gotta smack the instrument until it complies with you.
Yeah.
No. Yes, but the thing I'm trying to refer to is how much freaking strength you actually need to put into your fingers to make proper sounds with guitars.
Yeah.
Well, starting to learn how to play guitar is hard just because you need to apply a lot of pressure that you otherwise wouldn't really be used to, I guess, if you haven't done it before. Also, the strings cut your hands to shit.
Yeah, that's why you use a guitar pick.
But yeah, but you still have the other hand that's being cut to shit.
Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But hey, that stops being a thing with time. So hey.
Yeah, your fingers get callous, and then it's all good from there.
And as well, one last thing, I'm actually going to share something that's kind of embarrassing, I guess. I don't freaking know.
You already shared it with me, right?
Well, part of it,
Okay.
but you don't know the full thing either. No.
Okay.
So
You only know the half of it.
yeah. So, uh, in the like on New Year's Eve, I think it was. In the Discord I complained about like various things, including but not limited to like one of the reasons I'm very what's the word I'm looking for? Hesitant, I guess, about being full on with being a furry is just that I don't know when it started, and it's a choice, so I should know when I freaking made the choice. In theory,
In theory.
and this will sound kind of off topic, but I guess like I freaking hell words. I kind of need to add this small amount of knowledge so for something to make sense later, but I think like my memories go as far back as like 5 years old or so. And so the reason that matters is because later that same day, my mom was like, "Oh yeah, you used to run around in a suit like that, sort of like that." So
Aha.
here's a picture of 5-year-old editor hero in his freaking prototype fursuit.
Huh.
Where
That is
is
not-
it in recording or?
It's in text, so Zoom can
Okay.
also see it, but it's taking its freaking sweetest time.
Oh,
Holy shit.
I wasn't expecting to see the actual picture. Oh, okay.
It's a legit old photo that I made a picture of with my freaking phone
Right.
because I'm too lazy to actually scan it in, even though I have the capability.
When I was a little kid, I ran around in nothing but a cowboy vest and a cowboy hat, so hopefully I don't grow up to be a male stripper.
We may never know.
The world may
but-
never know.
Yeah. But so I guess while this actually freaking decides to upload, holy shit, it's taking its time. I'll like the thing is, like, yeah, I could point to things in my childhood and say, oh well, obviously that proves that I've been afraid for basically most of my freaking conscious life somehow.
Right.
Even though I've been in the closet to myself for most of it. But the thing is, like, I don't know, because I guess everyone grows up different. But I just kind of assume that, to some extent, like dressing up as animals and shit like that's normal kid stuff.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna freaking resend the picture because it doesn't want to.
Try once more.
But yeah, so it's like I'm not sure if I would like for sure say that this is proof that I've been a furry all my life. But I mean, it's the best proof I have, because otherwise I don't freaking know still. But I made this choice.
Human psychology is a very difficult thing to comprehend.
Yeah. Holy
Indeed.
shit! This is taking its sweet ass time.
Mm.
What the hell? Okay.
Human psychology is definitely not getting easier to understand once you get into neurology. Fuck.
Indeed.
Okay, I'm gonna try uploading it to the mod only area, and then try linking it to soon, if that works, because that worked. What the
Oh!
hell?
What?
Why? I guess you're not
Okay.
allowed to post images in text anymore, Addy.
I revoked my own privileges.
Oh, that is an old picture.
There you go. That's 5-year-old me.
I like the little Batman logo.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I love it.
So, like the thing that makes me freaking question this whole thing, though, for me, is just like, look at the outfit.
That's
And then
that's Batman.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, kind of, but like compare it to the outfit I gave to my Persona, and
Right.
most of the
The
design,
cape and
the
all.
the major design things are there. Let me link that soon as well, and then I'll just freaking delete those. So like they made most of the major design things are there.
Yeah. But no katana. Damn, why were you not armed as a child?
Because I wasn't a weeb yet.
What kids?
This goes so far back that I genuinely wasn't a weeb yet.
Oh, that is far back.
Yeah, because I became a weeb in 2010. So this was 5 years before then. Anyway.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, like I spent a good 15 minutes laughing at this. Because like you know, it's like there's some things that you just look at and you're like, why does it make sense? How does it make sense? It doesn't make sense, but it does. Like this, I suffered sanity damage from this freaking Cthulhu shit.
How couldn't you make sense?
But yeah, it did actually have gave me a confidence boost because hey, at least I didn't do it recently. So. All right.
Yeah, while we were talking about all this, I was also like, oh, I should probably check the forum to make sure that everything's good with Mike, and I checked the random thread and mentioned someone accused the guy who made the original Cyberpunk tabletop game of being a white supremacist. Then Mike pointed out, apparently he's black.
Yep. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and I looked it up, and yeah, he blatantly is. So, yeah, I guess he's a neo-Nazi.
He also created Cyberpunk as, partly a very liberal thing.
Yeah. Famously so.
Yeah.
So, alright, well, that happened, I guess. There's just no winning with some people. Oh, and Mike said he will be good for Stardew at 4.
Cool. Sweet.
Alright, Addy, what else you do this bad week, man? Oh!
I think that's all I've done.
Oh, okay. On my end, I'll get a couple things out of the way first. I got the hankering to play a WWE 2K game. For whatever reason,
no.
I have no motivation anymore to play with the actual real wrestlers. At least partially because I always get disappointed with the way Universe handles them.
Yeah.
So with 2K19, I made a complete universe of CAWs, and I had a lot of fun with that. But the Xbox got moved downstairs, and my copy of 2K19 was on the Xbox, so I can't play that anymore. So I reinstalled my copy of 2K17 on PC, and I went in to make some new CAWs on that, and immediately found, oh, there's no preset faces in the CAW Maker in 2K17.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And, you have to make faces by, doing the, moving the bits around, which I do like better than sliders, because I find sliders to be very abstract.
Yeah.
But I took one look at this, and I was like, I got no fucking clue how I'm supposed to mold a white person's face into being an Asian person's face.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the problem that I always have, because for whatever reason, a lot of game companies have terrible Asian faces.
Yeah, they
I'm
either
not sure
can't...
what...
Creative character systems either can't handle Asian people or can't handle black people. You get one, but never the other.
Yeah, exactly. For example, Saints Row can handle black people, but holy shit, the Asian people are terrible.
Yeah.
The Asian people I think the Asian people legitimately have the same facial structure as black people, except with squinted eyes.
Yeah. Most Japanese-made video games, like, with a couple exceptions, also cannot handle black people, but that's not a huge surprise.
But they can handle Asian people.
Thank you. Sorry, I was talking to someone off the edge there. Yeah, so I wound up promptly exiting and uninstalling because if I can't use those face presets, I'm not going to stop and mold every single person's face, you know?
And that's a lot of work.
I got to watch Deadpool 2 for the second time ever this week.
Oh, nice.
And the really nice thing is that I walked in on my family watching it at the scene, the X-Force scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I came in at the right time and got to avoid the worst part of the movie.
What's the worst part of the movie again?
I would say the early stretch before X-Force, like when he goes to prison and everything, I'd say that's the worst part of the movie.
Hmm.
And yeah, that, like, once you get to that X-Force part, that movie's really good. I mean, like, the prison part's not too bad, but, like, the movie ends, of course, wonderfully.
Yes.
And I will always remember, probably my favorite joke in the entire movie is Deadpool repeatedly accusing the guys running the orphanage of being pedophiles without any evidence. And, like, obviously they're horrible people. But it's funny that Deadpool just throws the pedophile accusation at him, too, without any evidence. And the thing I love is that Cable obviously considers Deadpool to be an absolute idiot. But the one thing Cable believes Deadpool on is the pedophile accusation. And that when they attack the orphanage, Cable spends the entire time calling the guys running the orphanage pedophiles. And I love the scene where, like, the headmaster runs away, like, obviously does the coward little scramble away. Cable and Deadpool watch him from underneath the slide, and Cable says, he even runs like a pervert.
Yeah.
That movie is just wonderful. It's a delightful organization of cast as well, because I feel like just about everyone got perfectly suited to their role, you know?
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, like, the go-to dream casting for Cable was Stephen Lang, because Stephen Lang just straight up looks like Cable already. But Josh Brolin did a really good job of becoming Cable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Zazie Beetz is, of course, a delight as Domino, because she just perfectly carries through Domino's laissez-faire, well, not laissez-faire, nonchalant, there we go. Look at me, I know French. Zazie Beetz perfectly carries through Domino's nonchalant confidence about everything, which would not be a surprise for a person whose superpower is literally everything goes right for her.
Right.
I love how that movie doubles down on luck being a super OP superpower. The scene where It is, I know. But the scene where she's fighting the, like, gang of orderlies at the orphanage, and they all accidentally kill themselves because of her power. Like, one trips on, like, a little kid's toy, and then, like, perfectly lands in such a way that his gun lands in his mouth and blows his brains out. Another guy, like... Another guy trips and has his neck land on a bedstand in just a way to break his neck. Another guy trips in such a way that causes a row of beds to fall over, which then trips over, like dominoes, a row of, like, bookcases, and then one of the bookcases lands on him and crushes him to death. And the whole time Domino is murking these orderlies, the children are in the background just cheering her on. And I mean, yeah, it's perfectly understandable why they'd be cheering her on, but it's still just funny to see children, like, cheering on brutal violence, right? Another one of my favorite little things I just want to note, because we have talked about Deadpool 2 before on this podcast, so I want to move on quickly, but I love that at the very end, when the heroes are walking away from the orphanage, you can still see Juggernaut climbing out of the pool. Because he's the fucking Juggernaut. Nothing kills him, it just incapacitated him for a little bit.
Momentarily.
Juggernaut is awesome in that movie. I'd like to see a movie that actually handles Juggernaut's, like, more sympathetic moral side. But I was really happy to see a movie that just straight up had Juggernaut be the fucking Juggernaut, you know?
Yeah.
The fucking Juggernaut.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch! I'm fond of the original Juggernaut bitch, but I gotta admit, like, the only thing I enjoyed out of X-Men 3 was that actor just going full ham on, oh, you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch! He just explodes on the floor. Oh, shit. Other than that, I think the only real remarkable thing I did this week was I put more time into Ghost of Tsushima.
Nice.
And yeah, that game is really good. It is not what I expected. I, for whatever reason, thought that you spec'd into just playing Samurai or just playing Ninja. No, you play a little bit of everything. Particularly because you can swap outfits on the fly.
Now.
Oh, you didn't used to be able to do that?
No.
Oh!
Well, outfits, yes, but loadouts, no.
Oh, weird. I mean, what would even fit in the
loadout...
loadout other than your outfit?
Charms.
Charms. Oh, why would you not be able to change charms on the fly? That's stupid.
No, you could change charms on the fly, but not by the bulk.
Oh,
loadouts
okay.
allow you to change them by the bulk.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I pretty well never change charms anyways. I've just got a generalist setup of like one that's like, oh, it takes 10% longer for enemies to detect you. You take 10% less damage when you're below 50% health. So and so, you know.
Well, I don't even bother with the detection shit. Like, you usually like even when I play on lethal, I just have things that make it so I die harder, and I just try to do stealth properly.
Die hard.
Can I just say one thing I really, really, really love about this game? Is that when you upgrade the Tanto, and that upgrades your stealth capabilities, Jin doesn't just do stealth kills quicker, they actually change the animations.
Yeah, I like that as well. People complain that the new animations are too fast and aren't flashy enough, but I mean it's supposed to be a quick stealth kill. What the hell do you want?
Yeah, I was about like Jin does it quicker because he's getting better at it. Like what do they want there? I don't
know, like yeah.
I love that the level 1 Tanto kills, by the way, are just like so sloppy looking because Jin's very clearly not used to this. He's used to being a samurai.
Yeah. And I actually liked how they implemented all that into Legends as well, because the assassin class gets the level 3 assassination. The overall, I guess. I don't know. They never really delved into that. You just kind of figured that shit out. But the assassin class gets the level 3 assassination. I think Ronin and Archer get the level 2, and Samurai gets the level 1.
Ah, cool. It'd be funny if the samurai just straight up wasn't allowed to do stealth kills.
I was kind of afraid that they do shit like that because you need to somehow split Jin into 4 different classes. But I like how they did it so the different classes just have one thing that they're really good at, and they can do the other shit as well. But you don't want to do that shit because that's not the thing you're good at.
Yeah, they're kind of poopy at it.
Because like when I play the assassin, yeah, I can just go in freaking swords blazing and kill everyone in a freaking one-on-one fight. But like I have everything that helps me go into stealth and just stealth kill people immediately. So why would I?
Okay, the other thing I want to say about Ghost of Tsushima before we wrap this up, because I've actually got tacos waiting for me downstairs, is I haven't gotten past Act 1 yet. I've got every mission in Act 1 except for saving Lord Shimura. I haven't done that yet.
You haven't finished Act 1 yet then, because it's kind of a spoiler, but not really. So after you get to Act 2, you unlock new missions in the Act 1 area. So I get like it's not really Act 1 missions, but the game doesn't count them as Act 2 missions either, really.
Yeah, I kind of figured that getting into the second island would unlock stuff in the first island.
Alright, but yeah.
So far, I really like Khotun Khan as a villain. He's a lot of fun, and he's very cool, and he's very interesting, because you genuinely get the feeling that he thinks, like, wow, Japanese culture is fucking stupid. Let me introduce this better Mongolian culture.
Well, not even necessarily that Japanese culture is stupid, because he spent a lot of time learning their shit to exploit it. But like, I got Major Doom vibes from Khotun Khan.
Yeah, there's definitely a Doom-esque thing of, I'll make the world better by taking it over.
Yeah, and in his talks with Shimura and like just overall the Star Wars cutscenes that you get with Cotton
Yeah, pretty much.
Are usually not just Cotton being all, oh, freaking the Japanese suck, I will take over the land and make it better. It's like he's trying to have an actual discussion with Shimura, even though Shimura's in captivity, and stuff after that also happens where he does get a bit angry as time goes on because things don't go his way, but
Understandably.
yeah. But for the most part, he still remains like like he still keeps the image of he actually spends time thinking about the shit that he's trying to do to take over Tsushima, even though you're slowly putting him into a corner.
Yeah, he comes off as a genuinely intelligent villain, not just a fake intelligent villain, you know?
Yeah.
And they do, generally the character designers, like, in general, did a very good job of making the Mongols look badass in this game. And there was something else I wanted to say about Khotun Khan. Oh, yes. He is in, like, first impressions count. You know, first impressions count, especially for villains. Khotun Khan gets introduced perfectly. Do you remember how Khotun Khan is introduced?
It with wine.
Yes, with wine. And I won't spoil it for Pinker soon in case either of them ends up playing Ghost.
Which I will,
Okay.
hopefully, eventually, one day, when it gets added to the PS Now or PS Plus collection.
Okay, all you need to know is that the villain is introduced excellently.
Yeah, very, very well. Actually, now that I think about it, that like the way Khotun Khan is introduced becomes a very big plot point in ways that aren't like in ways that give more meaning to an outfit and the character.
Huh, alright. I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, you've already met the character. You just need to put the pieces together. It took me like 5 playthroughs until I put the pieces together, though. So.
Well, I've definitely met a character who is related to that incident.
Yeah.
And by the way, there's a character who I think is obviously a traitor. Is he obviously a traitor?
If he gave you like normal robes, like everyday robes, then yes.
Okay, yeah, he's like literally every moment he's with Jin, he's like, "Man, Jin, I fucking hate you," and Jin's like, "Okay, can we just get this over with?"
But the weird part is that even though he's the obvious traitor, after he does the traitor in, he does actually regret it, and then he dies.
That's always what happens to people who turn from bad guys to good guys.
Oh no, he doesn't sacrifice himself.
Oh.
he just dies. I won't tell you how he dies, but he just dies.
Okay.
He realizes he made a mistake and then he dies.
Yeah.
The end.
Oh man, I was kind of expecting like tuberculosis or something.
Dutch suddenly shows up. You didn't have enough faith. I nearly called out the character's name, but I won't.
Khotun Khan, you said you had a plan.
No, Khotun Khan is talking with Dutch, saying that Dutch had a plan. We thought Khotun was intelligent, but it turns out not so much.
Yo, what if there was like a video game where you played as a Mongol instead that like focused on actual like horse archery and stuff? It'd be cool.
Yeah, man.
Why can't we just get more video games showing like different cultures and like badasses and stuff?
I mean, I was kind of hoping I was kind of hoping that's what Assassin's Creed would turn into, but now it's a fantasy RPG.
Yeah.
I want what I want is a Polynesian game, like a Polynesian fantasy RPG.
It is incredible we have not gotten a Polynesian, like any video games like really set in Polynesia that are like following Polynesian culture outside of Mark of the Cree and Rise of the Kasai.
Right.
Which are very good old games, but they're also old games, you know?
Could you imagine like a Polynesian game like with Assassin's Creed sailing, kind of, but like with Polynesian ships instead of, European ships.
Yeah, it'd be obviously very different because Polynesian ships are a very different affair, but yes. I feel like it would be smart to...
Polynesian ships are badass.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they could go with smaller ships too, whereas you can't really do that in Europe. You can't just like set out on a paddle boat to sail the high seas.
Yeah.
Yarr, I be coming for your booty. Just paddles aggressively. Alright, so I believe we can call that a podcast.
Yeah.
Boy.
Right.
Addy, say bye.
Bye.
Oh. We'll see you later, folks.